Identifying
The king of cakes. Chopper for the win.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, Captain!
I can't hear you.
Aye, Captain!
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob!
Hey Chopper, can you make me my most favourite character of all time into a cake?
Thanks for that awesome introduction, Loz. And here you go, guys. We have SpongeBob SquarePants. This has been requested quite a bit, but Loz had actually sent in a video request, so I had to do it for her. Head over to the CakesByChoppA Facebook page, print off this SpongeBob template. Now, when you cut it out, there's a little coloured version of SpongeBob in the bottom corner, just for your colour reference. And when you cut it off, don't chuck that part in the bin. Cut out the shape of SpongeBob, minus his arms and legs. Then you're going to give him a crumb coat. Mark out where his pants would be. Then when you give the top coating of icing, you're going to go around and make it smooth everywhere. Make sure it's quite thick that you can put these ridges in, and then go around the edge and smooth that off. Now it's time to grab some white fondant, roll that out quite thin, and then cut out his eyes, put them on the fondant and cut out that shape. Then roll out some blue for his eyeballs and cut them out. I used a piping nozzle because it was the right size. Then you're going to cut out some square shapes for his teeth, and then moving on to his tie. I've casually just cut these out from the template as I was going along, but being careful not to destroy the template completely. For his pants and his shirt, you're going to roll a thin layer of white, put that across the top, and then a thin layer of brown across the bottom, cutting off all the excess and making it nice and smooth around the edges. Now, I don't have a lot of coloured fondant, so I've just painted these pieces here. If you have coloured fondant, then use that by all means. I've painted his tie red, some of his belt stripes black, and then lined off the eyes and giving his pupils in the middle. Now, once these are done, you can start applying these to the cake themselves. The black belt strips just go along the middle of the brown, and if you get a few marks on the pants, you can actually line them off with the black and make it look a little bit neater. It's a good way to hide your mistakes. Line off his collared triangles, and then we're going to move on to putting his mouth on, which was just some purple and pink to give the depth of his mouth, and I cut them out from the template and used that to position it on the cake. Putting that on, then placing his teeth down and lining them off with the black gel food dye. This is a mixture that I created. It's basically 50-50 of gel dye and liquid food dye, and it paints on beautifully. Now, I would recommend you guys don't build up his nose like I did, because I had a lot of problems with this, and unfortunately it was too late to scrap it and start again. I would just draw them on like I have the eyes. That'll save you a lot of dramas. Now, for his legs, I just rolled a snake and cut them into sections, and then hollowed out one end, and a ball for his arms and hollowed out that end. For the SpongeBob off, I gave him some green wiggly lines and then some dots. I just used the yellow buttercream that I had for SpongeBob and added a few drops of green, and then a fine piping nozzle. Then you're going to go around the bottom and bead off that, just gently and small. You don't want to make it too pronounced, or it's going to make the cake look a bit weird. Now, as you can see, I tried to pipe off his nose and I just wasn't happy with that, so I moved on to his hands and his legs, which was just yellow fondant that I'd cut and shaped into his hands. And the feet, I actually just used the yellow with some black painted over it, and a strip around his ankles for his socks. Don't forget to paint on his red and blue stripes like I almost did. Now, here's where I went back over his nose because I wasn't happy with the look of it. I just used a black piping gel, but save yourself the trouble and just draw it on like I mentioned earlier. So there you have your SpongeBob SquarePants. Stay tuned for this quick message from Miss Dessert Junkie.
Hi guys, my name is Loz and I run this little channel called Mrs. Dessert Junkie. My good friend, Chopper, the king of cakes, has asked me to tell you a little bit about myself and really wants you to come and subscribe to me, don't you, Chopper? So what is my channel all about? Well, it's all about the sweet stuff. So if you like cakes, biscuits, pastries, ice cream, this is the channel for you. Please come check out the annotation right here and come subscribe.
So yeah, do yourself a favour, please go check out Miss Dessert Junkie. She's a legend. I do highly endorse her channel. So yeah, let's get her over the 1500 subs mark, okay? Thanks, guys.